So today we're going to be doing a review on Halston's 112. I'm going to go ahead and spray this down so it dries down. As it's drying down, I'm going to read out the notes here for you guys. Keep in mind, it's a very long list. Most of these fragrances back in the day, around like the 70s, even 80s, possibly 90s, always had very extended list of ingredients and notes. So that's pretty cool how they used to go about with that. They just threw as much notes as possible. Anyways, let's take a look here at the atomizer. I just sprayed it, but let's see what you think about it. Let's do one more. Pretty good atomizer. One thing that I did notice is this cap. It doesn't feel like it clicks into place properly. So if you try to grab it from the cap, it's not going to stay. It's like really bad. Anyways, that's not the case here with the Halston Z14. I don't know why this one's like cheaply made there. Might be the bottle design. It might be a smaller bottle, so it's less weight, but I don't believe that, because this one actually, like, you could feel it like snug in, and you could do this. So with the other one, you're not going to do that. If you do this with this one, you're going to break a bottle. See, I can't even try to attempt it because it's not possible. This one is very snug. Now, I didn't spray the Z14 the last time I reviewed it, and I wanted to show you guys the atomizer. So I know some people are a fan of the atomizers, and this is for a smaller bottle, by the way. So this is what a 1.7 fluid ounce bottle will look like. Let me check one more time. I think it's a better atomizer. So now I have both of them on, and let me tell you, that Z14 is a legend. That Z14 is awesome. But I have here the notes now, and the notes include top being green notes. You got lemon, galbanum, bergamot, basil, mandarin orange. The middle notes of pine tree needles. There is lavender, juniper berries, carnation, jasmine. Love me some jasmine. The base of labdanum, cedar, musk, amber, tonka bean, and vanilla. Now, this scent here is a soapy kind of scent. You got to think of like a bar of soap is what this kind of reminds you of. Kind of reminds me of. And it's not that bad of a smell. I have to smell it up close because I sprayed the other one. The other one's like projecting very well. So maybe let me spray one more of these here. I'm about to spray it right here. So what I'm noticing now is that this one doesn't project as well as it should. It definitely projects half as much as this one, and this is the 14, by the way, guys. So not sure what's up with that. It might be a reformulation thing. I know this one came out back in the 1970s, so this is pretty ancient, and this one is also old, so this isn't anything new compared to the 14. But this is a lot of ingredients. You are getting a good amount of that florals there. You're definitely going to get some lavender and carnation, helping this smell like very soapy, very, very, very clean. It smells like some really good laundry even. So there is also great amounts of those green notes. You are definitely getting some like pine needles and whatnot, but in a good way. It smells like if you were to think of a green soap, like pine needles and stuff, like into a soap bar, that's kind of what this smells like, and it smells not bad. They claim tonka bean, amber, and vanilla, but not really getting those notes. I guess that's why they're at the bottom. But like I said, this is a decent fragrance. It's very cheap. It's super cheap. You get like 125 ml for only 10 bucks. It does smell outdated, so it does smell slightly old, but not in a bad way. Because there's fragrances that smell like old man and it's like unbearable almost, and then there's fragrances like this that smell like old man but can still be pulled off. You definitely wouldn't be able to pull this off as a youngster like that. Maybe if you did, it wouldn't matter so much because you would just be smelling like some clean guy. That's all it is. So but as a fragrance, this is just something that what your soap bar would do, except extended smell. So you'll be smelling like this longer than what your soap bar would offer, or you could smell like fresh, clean all day long. So it's not too bad anyways. But think about this as a soap in a bottle. It's kind of what this reminds me of. the bar one specifically. And yeah, this is not bad, honestly. I do like this one. It's not as good as the other one. So my final verdict and rating on this one is going to be a 7 out of 10. I think it's fair for it. It's not that bad. The only things are, this is just the more of my bottle design, so the other bottles might be better. This is like the most loose cap in human history. Like, what the heck, y'all? Well, what even is this? You know? And then the other thing too is that the projection. The projection is not that good. Comparing it to the 14, don't get me wrong, these scents back in the day are powerhouses, so it's not a weak fragrance. Definitely not a weak fragrance, but it's not a very strong one either. So the Halston Z14 is very strong. So with that being said, I would recommend, if you see this one, pick it up. Why not? It's only 10 bucks. I wouldn't pass on this. Just because it's like ancients, you know, it's something that you can even consider vintage. And it's not something that you'll dislike, although it does smell a little outdated. It's can still be somewhat relevant, to be honest. It's not really that bad. I've smelled old male fragrances that smell like no, just no. This is not the case here. So with that, I'm gonna be leaving it. And if you made it this far, if you could just leave a like, a comment, a subscription, anything helps. That's what kind of keeps me going. And I'll see you guys in the next one.